So, digging through a box of old stuff today, I came across this old time switch. It's a digital time switch. So, it's rated at 15 amps with a resistive load, inductive load 3 amps, 220 volt South African plug. It's very nicely made. See, they fitted a capacitor across the switched side, across the load side. So your live comes in over here and goes to there, and the relay output goes to here, so that's your switched live. There's your neutral, and there's your resistor, which is part of the power supply circuit. Now the power supply circuit, that by the way fits in like that, and then that resistor was soldered to there. There's a capacitive dropper, I think. I'm just powering it up by putting 24 volts straight onto the rectifier bridge, because I wanted to get it going again to see what happens. These things are quite tight. I can't get it out. Oh no. It's got a nickel metal hydride battery in it over here, which pretty much goes straight to full voltage. This thing's about 20 years old, so that battery's kapooey. This is a 24 volt relay. Amusingly, with it is pulled in at the moment, and off at the clock part, it de-energizes the relay. So it does still work. Keypad's still good. This is the crystal for the clock. Everything lives under that blob over there. It's very nicely made. So so there's quite a bit going on here, because I see that output goes through to there. That transistor that switches it over there is a S9014. It is a NPN bipolar junction transistor that they're using to drive this relay. I see this relay is rated at 16 amps. Interesting that this is called a Zaxpeed timer. But they've certainly made this nicely. Over there, that must be the Zener for the battery charging, and I see another one lurking over there. That must be the low voltage. That's related to the power supply over there. Oh, so that's your Zener for the power supply, and that must be a freewheeling diode as part of the battery circuit. As I'm making contact on the back, the relay switching. They gone to a lot of trouble by fitting this interconnect like that, making it two separate boards. Not bad at all. Gone to some trouble here, so I'll think about it, possibly look at getting another battery for it, for the battery backup. So it's always useful to have these things. And I like how they've done this section over here. Nice heavy contacts, decent sized resistor for the power supply, and a proper snubber capacitor across the load with a discharge resistor across it. That's very neat. Now why don't we have a look at that value. Let's bring in my little handy dandy multinational meter. I'll find out what that is. That is 1 mega ohm. Oh, very good. Sounds about right. This I used for an irrigation pump to turn it on to water my plants. It's for hydroponics. So this has had quite a bit of use, and none of these components show signs of overheating. And now interestingly, it has got this little red indicator, but there's never anything fitted over there. There's presumably a power on indicator if one bought the deluxe model which had that feature. Very nicely made timer. So I thought I'd share what I found inside this when I decided to do a tear down and see if it still works, and if it does need some maintenance, what's involved. And it's just going to be this battery and I'm going to swap out, and it's a perfectly serviceable item again. The plastics are starting to crumble, but it'll still go back together. There was a problem with that post over there. That one broke when I was loosening the screw over there, which holds the display down, but we can work around that. We have modern adhesives for that problem. Right, so that's going to conclude this little talk on the construction of this timer. And there we can see it draws 1.4 milliamps when it's in standby. And I can demonstrate. Well, you put this on auto on off. There's the relays on, so it's about 19 milliamps with the relay energized. That transistor that's driving it is rated at 100 milliamps, so it's perfectly good for driving that relay. And I think that's pretty much it. Gonna wrap it up. So that was a teardown of a very nicely made digital timer. So ladies and gentlemen, take care, have no further, and I shall see you next time for more awesome stuff. Alrighty, bye.